What a night in the world of boxing. The Eubank-Benn saga has finally reached a dramatic conclusion, and it was Conor Benn who walked away with his hand raised, settling the score in their bitter rivalry. Benn secured a dominant unanimous decision win over Chris Eubank Jr., with scorecards of 119 to 107, 118-108, and 116 to 110. It was a one-sided affair that almost ended in a knockout, as Benn sent Eubank Jr. to the canvas twice in the final round. This fight was the culmination of a family feud stretching back decades, with their fathers, Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Sr., having their own legendary battles in the 90s. Conor Benn has now achieved something his father never did. He beat a Eubank. After the fight, he declared the rivalry over, saying, "It's been some journey and I feel like this is the end of the Benn Eubank saga. It's done and finished. It's over." But the drama didn't stop when the final bell rang. The post-fight press conference was incredibly tense. Eubank Jr. himself admitted he knew he was in trouble from the very first round. He said, "I've been through hell and back to make it here today. I genuinely thought that, regardless of the issues that I've been dealing with, I would be able to go in there and win." He congratulated Benn on a great performance, but remained non-committal about his future or a potential trilogy, saying he needs time to heal and deal with personal issues. Things got even more heated when his promoter, Shalom, tried to explain just how difficult Eubank Jr.'s training camp had been. Shalom started by saying, "All I want to say is what Chris went through in camp. He won't want to talk about it, but the things I saw, he did incredibly well to get in the ring tonight." At that moment, Eubank Jr., who was already heading for the exit, shouted "Benn" from across the room, clearly unhappy with his promoter revealing any details. Shalom continued, praising Eubank's heart for even making it to the fight before Eubank Jr. stormed out of the press conference completely. A huge part of the story leading up to this fight was the weight cut. After being fined a hefty sum for missing weight in their first fight, Eubank Jr. was under immense pressure this time. He was determined not to miss the 160-pound limit again, and the footage he shared online showed the brutal lengths he went to. We saw him wrapped up like a mummy in a sauna and pushing himself to the limit on an exercise bike in a full sweatsuit, all to shed those final, grueling pounds. He weighed in slightly lighter than Benn, but you have to wonder what toll that extreme weight cut took on his body. As the fight went on, Eubank Jr., who is 7 years older than Benn, looked increasingly tired and flat-footed. After his victory, a triumphant Conor Benn told Daz everyone was saying, "Can't box, put that in your pipe and smoke it." But he also showed respect, acknowledging the history between the two families. "This wouldn't have been what it was without Chris and without our dads. This is generational. This is history. Credit to Chris... Not bad for two silver spoon kids." So, it seems the Eubank-Benn rivalry is finally put to bed. Benn gets his revenge, and Eubank Jr. is left to figure out his next steps after a very tough night and an even tougher camp. What did you think of the fight? Was the weight cut the deciding factor? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more boxing updates.